This Bach collection provides a wonderful overview of all these kinds of Bach interpretation we have. A big advantage of this box is that you have Bach interpretation in a wide variety, and on the one hand these heroes from the Baroque performance practice, on the other hand really important historical documents. So in other words, it's an invitation to get a taste of what Bach interpretation is or was in the entire 20th century and is in the early 21st century.
In terms of reflecting the great recording traditions, we looked at every opportunity to provide as representative a survey of great Bach recording in the last 80 or 90 years. I suppose since the 1930s, this is when the Bach explosion of recordings started, because in that decade you had many exciting and classic recordings. Think of Edwin Fischer's classic 48, think of Adolf Busch's Brandenburg concertos, think of the Albert Schweitzer organ recordings, think of Karl Strauber, who started recording Bach cantatas here in Leipzig, and we have one of those cantatas in the set. So the 1930s were absolutely seminal. I suppose then there was a break after the war, and then it all started again in 1950 in the anniversary time there, and performers that we know and love still today, like Gustav Leonhardt and Nicholas Harnoncourt with their pioneering cantata set. They started working together in the 1950s. Karl Richter also started recording in a more traditional way for Deutsche Grammophon in the 1950s. And so these are traditions which we had to reflect. They're still part of many people's lives around the world. And so we've built, as I say, nearly 50 CDs of performing traditions divided into the 4 areas, which, while they don't offer every single performance tradition of Bach, there are too many to perhaps include in any set. We've given a very good, I think, representation of how Bach performance tradition has evolved over the last 90 years.